Welcome back to another episode of Karen's, Kevin's, and their public insane freakouts. You know, the stupid shenanigans they pull off when out in person in public. We got another round of awesome clips from here on Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, the Australian Idiot, and let's get into the clips. Here we have a very interesting clip where apparently the person behind the camera here belongs to a big company and they're currently got a client who's autistic, and apparently something's occurred where food wasn't delivered in a timely fashion and drinks weren't apparently marked correctly, so she's upset and starts going off at the people in the drive-thru.
Right now.
I'll give you my name is Heather. Thank
Yep.
you.
And guess what? I work for a very big company. So just wait. And you're treating autistic people this way. And yes, I am recording you.
No, are you autistic?
You are treating my resident right now who needs his food that is autistic like.
Still trying to figure out why we're crying.
So go ahead. I want my food and I want it now. And this right here is going to show you how you treat autistic people.
You know that.
And I'm going to call the cops too, and I'm going to show them this video and how you treat autistic people.
At the end of the day, she's my boss. So I can...
Well, that's okay, because your boss is about to go viral for treating an autistic kid like and refusing him his food.
The autism. It's the
No, it's because y'all got smart because you did not label the...
Listen to you.
Because he had a Diet Coke. He can't have caffeine. Really? Because I asked who? I asked which one was the Diet Coke. Did I or did I not? He cannot have caffeine.
Is I went through 4 people to talk to you.
Really? Because the first girl got an attitude because I asked her if it was diet or not.
Okay, so
He cannot have caffeine.
we refuse service.
Fun fact, did you know Diet Coke has more caffeine than regular Coke? Yeah. If your client truly needs no caffeine, then Diet Coke is totally not the way to go because that's worse than normal Coke. There is a thing called caffeine-free Coke for that situation. So, yeah, that's a bit of an absurd reaction, and honestly, for the most part here, I'm sitting here thinking, if the person she was talking about was diabetic, okay, I get it. I can completely understand why that would be the case. But I'm not 100% sure why this person being autistic would matter with these type of things. I mean, especially getting food to them very quickly. I don't get it. Maybe it's just because I just don't understand it. There might be a reason for it, and if there is, I'm sorry, I'm wrong on that one. But ultimately, I feel like this is an absurd overreaction to something very minimal. Yes, there is those punch things in most drink caps. I don't know if that'd be the case here for Burger King. The Hungry Jack's, which is Burger King Australia, does have those punch caps to punch in if it's a no sugar or it's a diet variety of the drink. But if you're wanting to get the no caffeine version for your autistic client, Diet Coke has more caffeine in it than normal Coke. So ultimately, I don't think that helps you. Here we have yet another neighborhood Karen. This time we have a very interesting situation where apparently she just causes drama with almost everyone in the neighborhood, but this time around she decided to apparently have some words to some kids who are apparently riding down the street unsafely, so the mother gets involved and we have an interesting fight.
Hi. Yes.
Are those the 3 boys? Are those yours?
Yes. Is there any particular reason why you're recording them?
Could you wait 1 second? Do you know that your 3 boys, your little one was on the middle that's not safe? Do you know that they kept riding by me and your older one pointed his cell at me?
Yes, because you're recording my children riding down the street.
Excuse me, I was not. Okay, I'm going to say something.
Say
You
it.
can walk in right now, my cell phone is charging. This is my eyeglass case.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to say something. You need to stop. You have come over here before and stood on my lawn and stared at me with the phone. My cameras show it. Jen, knock it off. Or we'll simply get the Santa Rosa cow.
Call him right now. Call him right now. Call him right now because I don't give a shit what you say to me, to my husband, to anybody else. But when you involve my children in this, call the police. Call them.
I'm raking my leaves.
I don't give a shit about you. I wouldn't stand in your yard recording you. I don't even know who you are. I know that you have a problem with me because you have a problem with everybody.
That your husband collects apparently a disability and runs a landscape company as a veteran. I got a big problem with that. It's called fraud.
Are you kidding me right now?
People are looking into it, Jen.
I hope they do. I hope they do. Nobody can enjoy where we live anymore because you create so much drama for everybody for no reason. As I said, I do not care what you say or what you do with any of the adults around here, but when you involve my children, that's when we have a problem.
Riding unsafely. Number one.
You're not their parent. You don't get to decide how they're riding.
Inside, I was not recording. Number three, you are disturbing me. Leave.
I am in a public place on the road. I can sit wherever I want
You
to.
do not harass people, fatso.
You know, you can't sit here and harass people, you fatso. By your definition of harassment, based upon you're calling this harassment, isn't you're insulting and name-calling technically harassment too? Because I think to a level it's probably worse than what she was saying to you. She was just saying, you call shit with everyone. Can you, like, not do that? Especially with my kids. I don't care if you're around with the adults around here, but leave my kids out of it. That's where I have a problem. Like, oh god. And it's like, yeah, I can understand being concerned when kids are riding unsafe, but again, I want to know what your quote unsafe is in these terms here. It might just be something that in the grand scheme of things is perfectly fine. No one really has a problem with it. But it could also be a case where it's like, oh, genuinely unsafe, riding without helmets. But at the same time, it's one of those things where, yeah, you can do your best to tell them, hey, it's not safe to do this, but if they ignore you and do it anyway, you just kind of have to hope that they may not have to deal with the consequences of those unsafe actions, or hope that when they do, they come out fine, but also learn. I don't know. This person seems a bit insane. And I refuse to make a comment about her quote calling something fraud because I don't know enough. I don't know shit when it comes to that system in America. So, someone in the comments may enlighten me, I suppose. Here we have someone who has the bright idea to confront one of the random drive-thru workers about the price of iced coffees at Dunkin' Donuts going up by $1 and doesn't handle it well when she refuses to answer that question.
Trying to understand. So you mean to tell me a iced coffee and a medium hot coffee has $1 difference, but one is just hot and one is just cold, and there's no explanation for that?
Here's your card.
Ma'am, I'm asking you a question. Why is it $1 more for an iced coffee? Do you know that?
Please stop filming me, and here's your card.
I'm asking you a question.
Can you take your card, miss?
Can you answer my question?
I answered your card.
You didn't answer my card. My card's not a phone.
No, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I'm gonna call corporate, okay? Just know that. This is what they do to you at Dunkin' Donuts. That was so rude. I just had a question.
Are you dumb? Do you think she decided to do the price increase? They don't tell you these type of things. Genuinely. Don't know how many times I was asked about, oh, why did this price go up? Why did this price go up on various different things in my tenure at a grocery store? It's one of those things where I don't know. I don't have these answers. They don't give us this information. They just jack up the people behind the scenes, jack up the prices or adjust the prices, and we just put on the new labels and we make sure it stays in stock. We don't know why they did that. We don't know how much it's actually we kind of have a rough idea how much it's valued, at least in our system, because it does tell us on how much money we gain and lose on a product based upon the product's actual price. But that's according to the system. Who knows if that's the actual truthful price? Like, for example, for those Australians out there, you know those taco shells that go on sale every now and then? Apparently their sales means that whenever they're on sale, they lose money on those products. I sincerely doubt it, but that's what the system says. It loses like a couple of bucks per product when it's half price. But I doubt that, to be completely honest.
Here we have a racist Karen that's upset that some Mexicans that are inside of America are using fireworks on the 4th of July. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
In Romoville, Illinois, car pulls up to us while we are enjoying the fireworks on 4th of July. There was about 40 people outside, including neighbors watching, as she begins to rant.
Did you get to see your husband blown up by an IUD? You know what this does to fucking people, asshole?
You don't need a curse. You don't need a curse. You don't need a curse. No one's cursing.
Okay, I watched my husband blow up from an IUD. So you know what this does to me?
Look, there's
no care.
We don't care.
Yeah, obviously not. Go back to Mexico, fat fuck.
Police show up after 15 to 20 minutes of her awkwardly sitting in her car. Our PD handles the situation well and get her to leave.
All right, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to RPD. Shout out to RPD. We got 70 people right now. Yeah. Thank you for serving.
Oh yeah, my husband died to an explosive. Do you know how this makes me feel? I'm having like PTSD from this. Okay, even if that is a reasonable thing to do, it's 4th of July. I'm 90% sure that this isn't the only group doing fireworks on that day. Heck, there are probably multiple people in your local neighborhood who are doing fireworks right now, and you've chosen to go to these people in particular? Why is that? Oh, it's because you're racist. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Who wouldn't be too surprised about that? Racist people in America? Whoa, boy, who would have known? Here we have a Karen who doesn't quite care about keeping their dog on a leash and is letting the dog run around the park for free. Meanwhile, there's another dog in the vicinity who's owned by an owner who's keeping them on a leash, is recording this entire incident because they know that their dog is not exactly the friendliest of friendly dogs.
What I'm recording right now, this lady has her dog off leash. I'm recording for our own legal liability. If this dog comes this way, it's her fault. Our dog, you can see, is on a leash right now. Her dog is not. If this dog comes over here, our dog will attack.
G baby, down. Elay. No, Elay. Pele.
Dog's still not on a leash.
It's on a leash.
She don't have the leash in her hand. So it's pointless.
Down.
And now Coach, our other dog, is in the car. It's about to trigger him.
Huh? I do. He's only been in there for 2 minutes. I'm about to take her back. We just got done. I'm trying to wait for your dog.
She's not friendly. She's not friendly. She's not friendly. Hey, get your dog. Get your dog. Get your dog. Get your dog.
Quiet. Not quiet. Quiet. I'm just waiting on you.
Why you worried about our dog? Get your dog. Put your dog on a leash.
Quiet.
Worry about your own dog. Put him on a leash. Put him on a leash before it becomes grounded food. Worry about the wrong lady. Get your dog before it gets ate. I've been recording this whole time, so just go. Just go. Who the lets their unleashed dog approach another dog? Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. I have all this on video for the last 10 minutes.
I've actually got a very interesting story for this one, to be completely honest. So a little while back when we were walking, my dog that lives in the house that we're living in, we were walking it down the street, and there's tends to be like another couple who walks their two dogs every now and then, probably like every other day at random different times, and they don't tend to ever have a leash on those dogs. Those dogs seem to be very good and calm and things along those lines, at least when it comes to dealing with other dogs on the other side of a fence. They just walk by and they don't give a damn. But what happened today was we were walking around with our dog on our leash, and we were walking around, and we ended up coming across these people here. Their two dogs quickly ran up and started to like sniff around and do random things to our dog, and almost started to bite, to the point where my mother stepped over our dog to try and cover the dog and hope that the owners of the actual pair of dogs would get here and actually get them before things got potentially worse. It's never fun. unless you're in a dog park where it's all fenced off and you can have no leash on, and usually people won't go into there unless they know their dog's very friendly with other dogs, you just never take your dog off your leash when you're roaming around in any form of public areas. You don't know how people are going to react to dogs, because there's some people that have got an abstract fear of dogs and may panic a little bit, and then the dog may sense that as something else that could potentially lead to another problem there. They may encounter a dog that isn't exactly the friendliest of nature or not good with handling other dogs, and ends up in a bit of a fight there that may lead to another dog getting mauled, and various things along those lines. It's a very simple thing. Just keep your dog on a leash unless you're in a form of dog park where that's kind of okay to not do, because if you're in a public area, you don't know who you're going to come across. You don't know if your dog's going to come across someone who's got a fear of them, who may have an adverse reaction that causes the dog to do something bad. You never know what's going to happen. You just don't take that risk. It's a really dumb risk to take. In this next clip, we got a Karen at McDonald's.
Male Karen of the day.
I want my money. Get away from the stage. Call him.
Go.
Where's my money? Where's my money?
Go get it. You can call corporate and get your money. Get out of my store right now.
Oh yeah, sorry. Hey.
Gotta love how quickly this guy just bats the cup out of her hand, just like, boom, no, I'm not having this shit. And then when they walk away, because, well, now he's just been over the top with it, he just grabs the McDonald's bags that sit on the bench and then flings them off the bench. Like, what an asshole. What an absolute dickhead. So here we have a Karen who is doing something in a pedicure that you don't do. I'm not 100% sure anything happens beforehand. Apparently she was on her phone and this guy wasn't happy that she was. So this guy starts recording her, and when that happens, she has a full-on meltdown.
Here, let's call 911. And let's just get it over with, because you're harassing me for no reason, telling me not to be on the phone. Here, I'm recording you too. How you like it? Recording you too. You like it? Keep recording. Go ahead, keep recording. Is it nice because he bothered your customer that I've been coming here for so long? Telling me not to be on the phone?
I don't know about that, sorry.
Well, it's either he goes or I go, so what is it?
No, you can just sit.
No, it's either he goes or I go.
No, just sit there.
I've been coming here for years. So it's either he goes or I go, so what is it? I'm your customer, my daughter's is your customer, so who's gonna go, me or him? I've been coming here for 5 years. It's either him or me. But it's either he's gonna go or I'm gonna go. Because he bothered me for no reason. He harassed me for no reason, telling me for me to get off of my phone, for me not to talk on the phone.
Sorry, I can make
Okay, then I guess I'm gonna go.
You just stay and...
Oh no, oh no. No. Keep recording, sissy. Keep recording, because you probably wish you had a cut like me, right? Right? Keep recording. I should show you my parts. Sissy, queer. Eat my eat it. How's that? Queer. Queer, because you want to...
I'm being completely honest, I've never had a pedicure before, so I have no idea how one of these things is supposed to operate. Is it wrong to be on your phone on a phone call whilst having one? Is that bad, or whatever she was supposedly doing? I don't know, I guess you guys will let me know in the comments, but the other part to it, I find it so funny that she was trying to get what she wants, trying to get things done her way by like, I have an issue with this, you need to get rid of this guy or I will go. He's clearly not really doing anything aside from recording my wacky behavior, but I have massive issues with everything that's now happening and you must get rid of him, otherwise I will go. I've been a customer for many, many years, like that's gonna change anything. Who cares how long you've been going to that place for? Who cares how long you've been a customer there for? If you're being a complete and utter asshole about it, no one's going to care beyond that point. And I love how when you don't get your way, you start to leave, and then you just start trying to use every word in the book to insult the guy who was recording you. Like, ma'am, you've just turned out to be the most horrible person, and I'm pretty sure these staff members will be happy to never see you again.
In this next clip, we've got a Karen trying to explain to the cops why she's in the right and everyone else is in the wrong, and then she does something completely stupid.
The time a Karen wanted to try me and my sister.
You're dumping in the dumpster that doesn't belong to you. She's backing up. She backed into
Because
the
you
bridge
would not
because
let
she
me
was
out.
yelling at me. And so, here's where I am. It wasn't that I wouldn't let her out. I'm way back here.
She really had the nerves to slap my phone out of my hand right in front of the cop.
No, I did not. Stop fucking lying. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
She couldn't resist it, could she? It's just like one of those Karen instincts. You've got to slap that phone out of their hands when you have the opportunity to, regardless of if you do it in front of a cop or not. Anyway, let's get into the clips. This is an interesting one. We've got a bit of a kerfuffle happening outside of a pharmacist in America. There seems to be... I'm not 100% sure of all the information here. It seems to be prior to them opening, seemingly, and this person in the car decided to pull up in front of a window. I'm not 100% sure what's exactly is happening here. Anyway, a retail worker has come out to confront them about just being in a way where they're going to be in the way and tells them to go park in the parking lot.
Look, either you can get out of the drive-thru, I'm going to go get a manager.
Get a manager. I'm literally waiting.
I don't care. You can record me all you want. I don't give a shit. I can call the police if you really want me to.
Call the cops. We're not doing anything wrong.
Drive-thru whenever we're on break. You're going to cause us to get in trouble.
15 minutes. I'm in line. I've been waiting in line for like ever until y'all close the thing. I can be first next. I've been waiting already.
So be it. You can just go wait in the parking lot. I will tell them that you can go first. But you can go sit in the parking lot because if you cause us to have a line and you cause us to get back up, we're going to get in trouble. You're risking everybody in there's job just for you to be 15 minutes early. If you want your medication, you can go ahead and go in there. Go inside. Go talk to the pharmacy. It's not that hard to just go in the parking lot and go inside. Look, name tag. You want to see my name tag? Name tag. There you go. Go into the parking lot.
Look, if you're waiting for it to be open and your choice of doing that is to park right in front of the door, very near to the door, even though that's not really a car parking spot, and then choose to record and be annoyed at a retail worker when they tell you to go and find an actual car parking spot, then I don't know what to say to you, man. You know, it's one of those things. Yeah, the retail worker definitely did not handle it in any form of professional manner, but at the end of the day, I've got nothing for this one. I just want to actually, what are your thoughts in the comments down below? Based upon the information we have here, what do you think's happened? Karen is extremely upset that the person who's serving them in a gas station so happens to be Indian. And so she starts throwing things around.
In this country,
I have right.
what right?
Okay?
What
I have
right
right.
you have?
I
I'll
can
slap-
stay. I
No,
can
you
stay.
can't.
I have right.
I will find a reason to get you put out.
Okay.
Watch me. I have plenty of white friends.
It's not your country.
What country is it? Whose
It's
country
my right.
is it?
It's my
Whose
right.
country is
It's
it?
my right.
It's my country.
It's my right.
You
I
don't
can stay
belong
here.
here.
I have right.
You don't have any right.
Okay. I have no right. Okay.
Sure. Don't. Stupid b****. I'm not playing with you. I'm not
Okay.
playing with you. I am not. Put it in again. Put it in again. Put it in again.
Don't do that. Okay. Okay. Do this. Do
Sick
this.
of you. Stupid fucks come in this country and think somebody to bow down to you. That doesn't happen here. You're not white, faggot. I don't give a what you put on your dumb phone.
Okay.
I don't give a I'm too. You're too up. Who's child in here?
Wow, that's that is definitely an interesting, spicy clip to say the least, just to see the entitledness from that person, just on how much they're being oppressive against the Indian there, which is interesting to say the least, considering what happened to black people for the longest time. You'd think they would all be a lot more considerate of other minority races, but in this situation, seemingly not.
But also, I probably wouldn't have been trying to throw around the gas handle like that if I were you, because not only could you get in trouble for destruction of property there, you're also running a high risk that you're throwing around a thing that, if breaks, could leak flammable liquid everywhere and cause a lot of problems that could potentially even kill someone in the current gas station because there's multiple other people around. So I think you could probably get in a lot of trouble for throwing those things around. I ain't gonna lie, buddy. Maybe you should think things a little more thoroughly than what you've done in this situation here. Here we watch as the person behind the camera gets in an argument with the old lady here who claims to not be rude, but then ultimately turns out to be pretty damn rude and ends up in this fun little argument that ultimately goes nowhere.
I wasn't rude.
You were rude. You were saying,
shut
please,
your mouth, you ugly bitch.
Your God. Oh, now you're bringing God into this. What does your God think about you bullying service people? Huh?
It's none of your business.
None of my business? You're bullying people. They're not at a place to tell you that you're mean.
I'm phoning the media on you.
You're phoning out the what?
I'm phoning the media
You're
on
phoning
you.
the media on me.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're phoning the media on me. What did I say to you that makes you feel like you're going to phone the media on me? I'm defending my people.
I live in the area.
I
for
live in the
25
area
years.
too. I live here
No,
too.
you
My
don't.
mother died in this neighborhood. What made you think I don't live in this area? Is it because I'm
Nobody
not
looks
white?
like that in this neighborhood.
Nobody looks like this in
There's
this. We are
gays
in
and
the West
seniors.
End.
There's gays and
I'm a
seniors.
gay.
No, you're not.
You're telling me I'm not gay? Are you like, seriously, are you out of your mind? You're gonna look at me and tell me I'm not gay? You're gonna tell me what my sexual orientation?
Prove it.
I'm not entitled, you're not entitled to understanding how I'm gay or not. What I know is you were rude to these people. You were in my space. You almost knocked me over. You're entitled,
And
okay?
you knocked my card over and everything. I was right here all along.
Because you knocked me over.
Oh. You're trash in my eyes. Trash.
That's good. You know what? A lot of things are trash in your eyes. Doesn't mean that you're correct.
These people are beautiful. I've come here for years and years and years.
I come here for years and years and years too, but I'm not rude to them.
No, you have not caused other seniors trouble. You're a troublemaker, nothing else.
I'm a troublemaker to you because you're a rude asshole. The seniors in my building, they love me. You know why? Because they're nice people. There's people who are nice seniors, and then there's people like you.
You are a con artist. Con artist.
No, ma'am, I'm not a con artist, and
Yes,
you're just mean, and you're. The fact that you're mean has nothing to do with your age. You were mean when you're young too. I bet you were mean when you were my age. No, I'm not. What did I con out of you?
Con artist.
Are you willingly giving me your money?
Artist.
Is that stealing?
Well,
what am I stealing?
Look at you. You've got nothing going for you, lady.
I've got nothing going for me.
No, what you are on the street. You know you're.
I'm on the street.
Oh,
I've got nothing going for me.
No, not a thing.
Do you want to see my income tax receipt? Is that like you want me to prove? You want to prove? You want me to prove?
I've got more money, dear, and I've worked for 50 years. I've
That's
got
cool.
more money than you'll ever have.
I'm not you're not entitled to my income tax receipt.
Well, stop talking about it.
You're not entitled to finding out whether I'm gay or not.
To the person behind the camera, people who don't want to be reasoned with can't be reasoned with. It is really that simple. Clearly she doesn't want to be reasoned with. She doesn't give enough of a damn to properly actually care about you in this instant here. So as much as you can try to hope that you maybe make this person see the light on the at the end of the tunnel and maybe they become a better person, at this day and age when they're that old, it's very unlikely to say the least. And clearly, she doesn't give a damn. She's going to continue to make up bullcrap to try and spew you into multiple different directions. And it works because you can hear her stumble over the last little bit there when the Karen's like, oh yeah, you talk about your tax receipt. Oh, but I am gay and I don't need to prove that to you. It's like, yeah, it sucks that people are like this, but ultimately this is one of those cases where she doesn't care. She ain't gonna listen to you in any way, shape, or form. You're better off just attempting to move on with your day because this is not going anywhere. Short clip here where a DoorDash driver makes a delivery and gets no tip and is not really happy about it.
Hi, it's saying 0 for the tip. Was there a cash tip? Loser.
I'm going to be 100% honest. From an outsider looking in, from someone who lives in Australia where tipping culture isn't exactly a thing. Like, with DoorDash and Uber Eats here, you can tip, but it's like one of those things that doesn't really happen that often, and ultimately people aren't exactly that upset when they don't get a tip. It's just one of those questions. Like, I think it's weird to always expect a tip, like, every time. It's one of those things, like, just make it a part of the normal price of the actual product itself. Stop forcing me to put an extra bit of money on after I've already made the calculations to go, oh, this is how much it's going to cost me. But at the same time, if I'm getting fast food, I will make the trip out myself and drive there myself. So, yeah. I ultimately wish that most people would get paid via their main wage, a livable actual wage, not have to rely on tips, but that's clearly not how it's going to go in America at this point in time. So for those of you who do live in America, what are your thoughts on tips? Genuinely. As next up, we got a Karen who's not a fan of fireworks and festivities.
I got you on camera too.
That's fine. You guys, that's illegal. You're not supposed to fire.
2 police cops just passed and they didn't say anything.
I'm sorry?
2 police cops, there they are, and they didn't say anything. Now you have a problem.
I do have a problem. Wait! Wait!
I mean, it's really that simple. The cops have passed by. They don't care enough. What do you think you're going to be able to do about when the police that are driving by aren't doing anything about it? Like, come on. It's like, at that point, accept it, you know? Move on. In this next clip, we got a person who's way too impatient and wanting to get off the plane ASAP.
Red Hair Karen has a meltdown part 1.
We have planes to catch. You're not gonna make it. Excuse me. I want off this plane.
Ma'am, we all want
I have a medical emergency. If you don't mind, let me off this plane.
Ma'am, we all want off this plane, okay? Calm down.
I have a
Calm down.
medical
You look
emergency.
fine. You're breathing. Your heart's running. You're good. You're fine.
That's not your business. Now move, please, sir. Move.
Ma'am, push me again.
They haven't opened the door yet. You can go anywhere. Everybody has to get off first. Please calm down.
Get off the plane.
We can't get off the plane yet because the door is not open. You understand what I'm saying? I understand it's a free country, but we knocked the
And
door
I
for you to
said
land.
I'm
It was for
tired
your
of
safety.
you
landed
snapping
in the-
at me
I
and
was
telling me
snapping
to
at you.
get out of the...
I don't think they ever posted the part 2, at least not from what I can find, but that's funny anyway. And secondly, you're just like, oh, I need to get off this plane, I got another plane to catch. It's like, you need to wait for them to open the door. The door's not open yet, so no one's able to get out of the plane just yet. You gotta be patient. And then you go on to this thing, it's like, oh, I'm having a medical emergency. It's like, you're not even really selling that. If you're really having a medical emergency of some sort, wouldn't there be a little bit more of like urgency in your voice, not just a subtle, I'm having a medical emergency, just because you're wanting people to get out of your way even though the door's still not open. Like, what? Here we got a racist Karen so drunk out of her mind that she's spewing absolute bullshit towards these people.
You should be sorry for that. You're in Canada.
Hey,
Speak
Dad.
English. Take a picture.
Dad,
Take-
look at this.
Take 5 of them. I'll pay you $50 for that picture. Learn
Where's your
English.
FaceTime? Look at this.
Learn English.
Look at that. Look at this.
Learn English. Learn English, por favor.
I know how to speak English.
Dad, speak it.
Yes, what do you want to say?
I want to say,
What?
please speak English, you gorgeous
I know
girl.
how to speak English. No, it's fine, baby. We're good. We're here. You know this? Huh? We're just walking around here and she just came here.
I'm in a mood.
We're not minding you.
Please call the cops.
I can even see your face.
Girl, we're just minding our business. Please call the cops. I'll give you $50 to call the cops right now. You don't belong in our country.
Look at that.
Take some FaceTime. Take some FaceTime.
It's already crying.
She's a gorgeous girl, and this is your fault.
No,
it's not.
That's okay.
Are you
Okay,
for real right now?
stay away from us, okay?
You just hurt your own child.
Stay away from us.
What is wrong with you? Can't even speak English.
Look at that. Here's the
Child.
Baby, it's fine. Stop it, it's okay. You keep following us.
Never in my life I've experienced that, bro. Then, never in my life I've ever, like, think of myself experiencing that. I'm kind of tripped off right now.
Is this really how some people feel when they see like a family just speaking their own language towards each other and not using English or whatever is coined as the normal language of whatever country or city you're sitting in? Because that's stupid. Like, I see it all the time here in Australia where people are just talking their multiple different languages. I think I've heard a little bit of Indian. Actually, no, I probably shouldn't go too far into that because I will probably get every single language name wrong and probably cause a lot of shit for it. But that aside, I hear it all day. Like, very often there's multiple different families who are speaking their language towards each other and might use English when in some cases, and they'll use English when speaking to anyone else, but when talking amongst each other they'll just use their own language because, you know, it's the language they grew up with and it's the one they're most natural with. And like, yeah, they'll teach their kids to learn English or whatever other language is necessary for the country they live in, but they'll also still speak their own language because, you know, it's their own language. They're allowed to do that. There's literally nothing wrong with doing that. This Karen's clearly so drunk out of her mind that she has no idea what she's doing. But hey, we all know how it all goes. Drunken people are more honest. Clearly, this person's extremely racist, but may or may not make that clear in her day-to-day life. But here she is, being very racist, like to a very high degree that it's very weird to see someone so comfortable being.
With the chairs, with the big room, everything. Everything you got. Everything you got.
So did you want a chicken sandwich?
That's exactly what the hell I wanted, honey. That's exactly what the hell I wanted. Which one, the number 7? Oh, I don't know. It's just a chicken sandwich. Could you give me a break, please? No, it's too much. I just want a chicken sandwich. That's all I want. Give them the 99-cent one. Just give me a chicken sandwich. You got a 99-cent one? Give it a chicken. Don't make it so complicated, y'all. I just want a chicken sandwich. The cheapest one you got. Thank you.
Oh my god.
That's it? Oh my goodness, I think I got enough money for that. $3? Is that enough? There you go, honey. $3. There you go. There you go. Have a nice day. You want a credit card too? Oh my God, here's 5. What are you going to do with that? Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, dear. Thanks.
You know, this is one of those type of people that are just fun because it's not like they're being abusive, they're just very, very loud. They're just talking at the top of their lungs. They're not hurling any form of abuse. Like, there was no abuse here. This was just someone talking loudly for some reason. And everyone in the background in the actual restaurant were just having a bit of fun with it. They were laughing along. They didn't care so much. It's just one of those nicer ones.
Here we have the gate Karen, who's harassing anyone who chooses to open the gate to come into this complex area, close the gate, and drive down this private road. Harassing anyone who dares to do that, even if they live in this area. Watch this.
No, he's taking my picture. And I just want to know how come you keep opening, you live here?
Only for 8 years now. I've only had this conversation with you 5 times.
Yes, and you keep opening.
5 times in 8 years I've had this conversation with you.
Opening and closing the gates and you're not supposed to.
Why are they closed?
They are closed because the subdivision has said they will be closed for so that it's an empty. And did you go to the meeting? Did you go to the subdivision meeting?
You just answered the question. So why are you stopping me and asking me why I'm opening and closing the gates?
Because I want to know
why you just said why. You just said why. You just said why. Because for now, the subdivision is closing the gates.
They have been closed for 30 years.
Then why are you asking me why I'm closing the gates?
I'm asking you why you're going through them, opening and closing them.
Look, like the 4 conversations we've had before, them are Mike Roman's gates, okay? Them aren't the subdivision gates. They're not your gates, okay? They are Romans. She knows this. She knows this. Karen knows this.
Who's Karen?
She knows this.
Karen.
Karen, you live right there. Go home. Go home. Go home.
I just want to know why you are special that you can go.
I want to know what makes you so special to jump in front of people's cars and make them stop.
I walked carefully. I was nice.
No, she's done this 5 times, dude. Okay, 5 different times. Look, you've done it, okay? Because with the people that used to live over there in that condo that Mike was renting to, you freaking followed us all the way from the gates when you jumped in front of the car like you're doing now. Over to their house. You was on their front porch screaming, yelling, and hollering about some people trespassing.
They are not allowed in this private.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, what needs to happen is just the fence needs to be put back there.
Yeah, well, I want to take a picture of this license plate.
Well, take a picture. You want me to get in front of it and smile for you? You want me to get in front of it and smile for you? Oh.
So he'll run your plate.
Well, he can tell you you live at 905 Lakeland, okay?
I know, but we want to do a formal complaint because if you've noticed, it says private property, no.
Are you guys like oblivious to this vehicle? Are you like not aware that this vehicle has been in here for 10 years almost?
I didn't know your vehicle.
I mean, come on.
I didn't know. Why?
I know what you drive. I know what you drive.
Okay.
I know what most people drive because I see most people's vehicles all the time in here.
See us going through the gates?
Well, no, that's because it's not your property to go through.
It's not yours either. It's
Hey, I gotta go. I got kids coming home. I need to get home. So can you take your picture and move your
for my what?
move your butt out of the street so we can drive on the street.
Call me Karen.
So I'm gonna call you Karen.
Thing is I don't even know what that Karen thing is. I just read something the other day. And just come on over.
It's-
Take a picture of it, let him go. And,
Please,
you know, the main thing is to get a hold of the trustees.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We'll just have them and they'll do something.
You could have did this 8 years ago.
Are you the renter?
Why didn't you do this 8 years ago?
Oh, you're the renter.
Oh, now you know finally. You figured it out. Now, take your picture and get the hell out the way because now you know I live in here. Thank you. Move. You need to get out. You need to move. You need to get it out of the street now. You need to move out of the road. Out of the road. This is for cars. Remember my nephew who was riding his dirt bike and you Karened out on him and tried to yank him off his bike? And then you took his $1,000 phone and threw it on the ground? Do you remember that too? Because I remember that about your crazy too. He was 16 years old. He ain't no little liar, okay? We saw his phone. His phone was destroyed through his phone. Let me guess, he did that on his own and decided he wanted to blame you. Okay, you need to move before I call the police. I'm going to call the police and have them take you to your home so you can take your meds and go on about your day and leave people alone. You're crazy one standing in front of my car, not moving now that you know who I am. Thank you. This lady, she's been on one since we've been here. I wouldn't want to live with. I would not permanently want to live with people like you. I got the option to get the hell out of here, and it's gonna happen. I feel sorry for people who own homes in here that have to live with you. At least I got the option to get the hell out of here, away from your crazy
Trash. Please get out like
What's your problem now?
I have no problem other than you. But piece of shit. And
Now wait a minute. What's your issue now? Hold on. We got a Karen. We got a Karen and a Kevin. This must be her brother Kevin.
go away now, bud.
This must be brother Kevin. Because I haven't even done or said anything to you.
Well, then obviously you.
And now you're saying that you wish because I'm a truck in the middle of the road and your trailer, and you were throwing gravel in the road, and you prevented me from
I was
going around
throwing
you?
gravel in the road.
Oh, he doesn't.
You mean I was putting gravel down at the gate that you think you own and that you have rights to?
Your truck was impeding
When it's
my
Mike's
driving.
and it's not yours?
Just go away. Just go
So
away.
now you do know. So okay, this was all just a big act, right? This was all just a big show.
Please just
You guys are lonely, bored, and need each other to start shit with people.
Would you please
I
ask
see
Mike
your lips
who
flapping,
paid?
but all I
I
hear
know,
is
right?
wah, wah, wah.
Well, that's because you're standing next to Karen here.
No,
and
no,
I
I'm
would
looking
think
right
that
at
way
you,
too.
nigger boy, so
I would think that way too if I had a Karen on my side. Be like, woo! What am I gonna do today with the rest of myself? I'm gonna start people.
Anyone have a brick wall I could slam my head in against? Because the question that I want to answer is how many times, which is going to happen first? Me dropping unconscious because of me continuously slamming my head against the wall, or her learning to shut the up and move on? Don't do that. Don't do that at home. I don't get these type of people. It's just like, oh my god, you're trespassing, yada yada. I live here. I don't care. You're trespassing now. Why'd you open the gate to come in and close it? That's bad. The gate's meant to stay closed. Yeah, that's why he closed it after he came in with his vehicle. How is he meant? Is his vehicle just meant to phase through the fence? Is that what you're expecting here? How does he get his vehicle back in? Oh, it goes through the fence. He has to open the gate, bring the vehicle in, close the gate. Oh my god, he did it. Whoa. Just the insanity of some people just continuing to escalate problems until they get what they want, which didn't even happen here. Like, it's just so stupid. Oh, and don't get me started on the other guy who decided to get involved after a bit. Jeez.
This Burger King got evacuated because of the fire that's occurring on the inside, but that doesn't matter to Karen. This Karen here, she wants her refund. It doesn't matter that no one can really go inside because the place is currently on fire. That's not her priority, she just wants her refund.
Hey, girl, you can get your money back. You better move your move. You gonna park over there? Move.
Are there people inside at all?
Move. It's on fire. I don't give a. I just moved. Now give me my money is what I'm asking for. Y'all was just laughing in there. Now you want to come out here and act serious? Stupid. That's why you work at Burger King. That's why you work at Burger King. Making $13 an hour, huh? They make $10 an hour working this. They all over here talking about it's on fire, girl. It's on fire, girl.
Is everybody out? Okay. Everything good?
Yeah, roll up hood. It's the hood on the roof, but it's coming down. You can't get near it.
It looks to me she's wearing some form of nurse or doctor's uniform, like the typical stuff you see in a hospital. If she is actually a nurse or a doctor, I don't get how someone whose whole job is saving people's lives can think in a situation like this, like, no, my money is more important than the health and safety of everyone else who worked at this store whilst it's currently on fire. Those alarms are not quiet. You can hear them loud and clear as day that there's a reason why you shouldn't be inside. If you're so desperate for your goddamn refund, go in there and grab it yourself. Oh no, you won't do that now because that risks your safety. Aww.
The story leading into this one is that the guy up at the front of the counter who's recording himself getting an argument going off at employees, apparently what happened prior to this is in the drive-thru when he was getting his order, something apparently went slightly wrong and one of the employees had a bit of a nervous breakdown. So now you might be asking, how in the world does that lead to him coming inside and going off at the employees? That's a great question. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a good answer to that one. Here's the clip.
But I can have my employee come and talk to you.
So, where's the number I tell you?
It's right there. I'm just downstairs.
I'm not playing that. Go get the employees so I can talk to them, or you can contact the authorities now. I'm done. Y'all want to be extra? Contact the authorities. Wasting my time. Wasting my time. Contact the authorities.
Standing there, sir, because I'm not getting my
Contact the. Oh, I've been on camera now.
You can get us on camera. I'm not going to employee. You can't sit here and
Yes, you can.
employee. You're speaking to a manager.
No. Wait, hold up. Hey, it's Bertrand Usher here, so... No. Explain this employee to me is disrespectful to me on the phone, and he's going to try to hide it and stop it. Look at how they laughing. And they too scared to contact the authorities or something.
I need you to leave.
Okay, call the police so I can call the police.
No, I need you to leave.
No? This woman right here gonna let her just say some racist things to me and try to get it on the slide. She ain't even that good looking either. Look at her.
Look how you're looking.
Look how I look. Look how you look.
Okay, I'm not
trying to stop the employee. Woman, I gotta go home to work doing my kids and shit.
Go to work.
So look at you. I gotta probably delete this shit too. You don't look good. Look at you. And where else one at? Hey, look at her over here too. Tripping. Gonna act like she ain't seen nothing. What's your name? What's your Instagram hashtag? What is it? Alright. I see you recorded me, by the way, and just to clarify and to be clear, the employee had a nervous breakdown while
and you don't need to be a Karen to him.
Okay. Do you think anybody... No, that was disrespectful.
No, you being disrespectful to them, pal.
So be it. But at the same time...
Yeah, you are one racist... Yeah.
Okay, go. Don't record me. Take that off.
No.
Take it off. Take it.
No.
Take that off.
What are you going to do? Tackle a handicapped person with kidney failure? Come on. I'd like to see you try.
You said what?
I have kidney failure. You want to tackle a handicapped person?
No.
Yeah. It's best for you to dude.
Don't threaten me.
Yeah. You just like how you threatened them?
No, you didn't hear the full context.
Yeah, I don't really care what you have to say. You're just being a Karen.
No,
you need to get the hell out, dude.
I'm a big black dude, so my interpretation of the world
Yeah, you're being a Karen, bro. You're being a Karen.
I'm not being a Karen.
Yes, you are, man. I had everything. And this is part 2. I recorded the first time. So, my rights. You can't do it. Hey!
You can't put hands on him.
I'm handicapped. Can I go to the back?
You can't. No, you can't. But you need to stop that, please.
Please give me the phone.
Another person.
No, you need to stop.
Please give me the phone.
Please, you need to stop. I'm not even kidding right now. You need to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He has me recording.
That's not gonna stop. He had me. You were recording too.
Huh? Yeah, I was recording.
That's his phone. No, it's our phone. You were recording too.
Okay, but I was recording y'all, and he's recording me, and he thinking you tough and big.
Because everything you do.
You're a man, by the way, dude. You're supposed to come up to me and directly talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah, because you gave these 4 people a hard time.
As a man, myself, I'm recording.
You're not being a man. You're harassing. You're being a woman abuser, dude.
I'm being a woman abuser?
Yeah.
Difference between us is simple. Y'all the lazy motherfuckers in this country, but we got to keep this shit up to date. By the end of the day, you still handicapped. When it comes to work and doing shit, guess who got to do it? Me. The truth of society is, you kind of the drain with it, bro. Look at me. Here's the truth. Let me explain what's going to happen. Let me explain what's going to happen since you think you big. People going to look at this shit. Women going to look at this shit probably too and going to be like, what's this arrogant want? But by the end of the day, ain't nobody going to hate on me.
Hello. Yeah, you are going to get hated.
Different from you. Okay? You think you're being clever, you're not. There was a serious situation. You decided to be scary and record me behind the scenes.
Yeah,
and of course,
it's called freedom right, dude.
How much do you depend on your mama for your shit?
Yeah, I haven't gone to jail, but you're going to jail.
Do you work?
You're going to jail, too.
Do you have a job?
That's not
do
your goddamn business.
Do you provide anything to the country? Have you done
someone's being very racist right now.
Fight? Are you a fighter? Are you a
tackled me.
No, I didn't. I said don't record me.
You tackled me down on the counter.
Okay?
Just leave because the cops are going to be here soon.
Good. Good. People like we men do. Men like me, we tired right now. You think I got time for this shit? I'm on my
break. Wasting everyone's time over some bullshit.
Shut up. You can't fight or defend yourself for nothing. You a weak little man trying to be tough because of your phone, bro.
You bullshit. and you checked an innocent handicapper.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I caught it on camera. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
I take the innocent handicapped person.
Yeah.
You think I knew you was handicapped from the beginning with your jacket on and everything?
Oh, wow.
You recorded me.
Yeah, and you recorded them. You recorded them. You have no way to record them.
Huh? So you just gonna record me?
Yeah.
And you gonna waste my time?
You like how you're wasting their time?
Yeah. But
You're such a Karen.
Did I record you?
You're such a Karen.
Huh?
You are... No, hey.
Exactly. Give me your glasses.
Hey, he got my glasses.
Bye.
Dude, give me my glasses. Give me my glasses. I can't see. Somebody stop him, please.
Buddy. Or can I just call you stupid? Because I don't think you just understand what you've just done to yourself. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't think you had any talk. I don't think you've been active on the internet for a long enough time. You're sitting here thinking that, oh, yep, they're going to agree with me when you post this online. No, buddy. Buddy. Stupid. You've just caused yourself a massive problem because now the internet's going to do its beautiful thing that it's very well known for doing to people who are complete and utter trash bags, trash garbage pieces of human. They do the thing called the search and destroy because for some reason a good portion of people on the internet have nothing better to do than to investigate into people like you, find out who you are, find out what you do for a living, potentially get you fired, and potentially harass you for a good chunk of your life. It's not fun. And ultimately, there's a few things I would say here, but at the same time, I know YouTube's watching here, so I don't condone any of those actions of harassing this man. I just hope that he gets arrested for various different things here, especially the assault that he did to the disabled person here, because, you know, that ain't cool, buddy. But yeah, I think you just activated the internet's search and destroy function, the search and destroy protocol. Oh, you're a trash piece of human. Okie dokie, let's go out of our way to find out everything about you and make your life a living hell. It's just how the internet goes, buddy. You played right into their hands for being this stupid. Which I think the wildest thing to me is just the fact that he was recording the McDonald's employees beforehand, but then a few moments later when he sees that someone else is recording him, he's just like, actually no, I don't agree with that. I don't give you the rights to record me, so I'm going to go and cause all these issues, even though the employees probably didn't give me the rights to record them, but I don't care about that. I am a hypocrite. I think things for me and not for others because I am me. I am the most important person in the room, and what other bull crap that the guy can come up with in the moment. This guy casually catches a group of Karens stealing from a store.
Say hi to the camera. Look at this shit. What the f is this? Handicap parking. Let's get the license plate down. What's your name, man? What's your name? Hey, crazy.
If these people have any ounce of wisdom at all, that would be a stolen car. Especially considering there's a lot of damage at the front end. It'd be surprising if it wasn't a stolen car. But then again, some people just aren't that smart and actually use their vehicle when they're stealing from places. So yeah, it could be that. Also, I did say this a little while back, but be careful when confronting people like this. You never know if they may pull out a weapon and be willing to use it. So yeah. Good on him for recording it, but at the same time, be careful. Here we have an unhappy customer that's apparently not getting treated right and wants the manager, but this staff member decides not to call the manager until a little bit later.
That's well, no, I don't. You do. No, I don't. You do. Look at you, hella mad, can't even see. Look, yeah, your hand up, you're still getting recorded. And I'm putting you on yo.
Okay, do that.
Yo jacket dirty and hella shit. Like, I'm not playing no more, bro. Call the manager. You need to give a fuck, bitch.
I don't.
You need to give a fuck, bitch, because you need this job.
No.
You do, bitch. You do.
I actually don't.
You do. You fucking do. You do, bitch. You do. Call the manager. Call the police. Bitch, I'll call them for you.
Either can y'all come down here because Michaela is down here and she's being.
You don't know me. Don't say my name like you know me. Don't say my name like you know me.
Recording me.
Yes, I am.
And I'm about to call the cops.
Call him. Call him. Call him.
All right, can y'all hurry up?
Call him.
It's about to get escalated.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. They shouldn't have hired you. You don't have good customer service. This must be your first job. That's crazy. You know my name. So keep huffing and puffing. Blow your wolf down. Blow the house down. I don't give a fuck about you calling him again. And yes, I'm here. Again.
Hello.
Hi. So you're the manager, right?
I'm an acting manager.
Exactly. And she could have just fucking called you when I just told her to call you.
Okay.
Very interesting way to approach the manager when she does finally appear, and from what we can tell before the clip ends with the funny TikTok noise in the background, just like the manager sounds like they're about to go off at the person going, okay, calm down. Like, it just sounds like one of those, like, the manager's not gotten the great impression of you and what you're going on about here, especially considering the moment they appear in the room, you're just going off on another rampaging nonsense, something, I don't know. It just seems wild to me that this is how some people act in situations like these. Here we have someone who's attempting to walk up to the porch of someone's house at nearly midnight and attempt to steal a bike. Unfortunately for them, they were caught on camera and the owner was quick to query them on this.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Don't never do this ever
I will call
again.
the police.
I know. I'm sorry. Please don't. And I'm on your ring anyway, so they'll know who I am.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 4 kids. I apologize. I just have no gas money.
Get off my property.
I apologize. I'm so sorry. I've never even done this before. I just promise.
You probably can.
I won't. These people told me that they would give me $20 for a bike.
Did she really? She sees the camera, she sees the door opening up, immediately, I'm sorry. It's like, that ain't gonna do anything. You were just caught red-handed attempting to take the bicycle and your first response is to say, I'm sorry a million times over, thinking that that's gonna change the outcome of this situation now. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if this person was maybe one of a few different things. Maybe he has some form of mental issues, which would be sad, to say the least. Or could potentially be a little bit drunk or high, maybe a mixture of the both. That's completely possible. Or just is that much of an idiot. I mean, the fourth option's definitely possible too, but Jesus Christ. And all that for $20. You must be very goddamn desperate. Or maybe that's just another lie you concocted up to try and get out of whatever mess you just put yourself into. In this next scene, we've got an interesting fight between a pair of people happening.
She's a Karen. She told me to move.
So go ahead.
She told me to move out of her way so she could put her car when I'm sitting there putting a quarter in.
Standing there
You're
for
an
5 minutes
entitled
looking
Karen.
for the quarter. So I said, can I please return my card? Don't tell me to shut up.
You know in Arabic, you know we have it.
Oh, good for you. Oh, let me quote you. This is America. You speak English.
خش سمش يا شرموطة.
Okay, you speak English.
خش سمش يا شرموطة.
Yeah, okay.
يا
Mr.
هندية
Rick,
يا خرا
and
يا
I'm not
بطة
the
ما
one who said I'm
بتتحممي.
rich.
There you go.
You started off with saying I'm rich. So good for you. That's why you're shopping by yourself and not your butler?
I'm sorry.
No, you should see what he said.
Angry people. I have no idea how this all started. It seems like the lady decided to be a touch racist at the end there, but here we are. In this next clip, a Karen decided to cut the line, and when she was refused service due to her cutting the line, this happened.
You can't just
have a good day, miss.
Give me your name.
Have a good day, miss.
Your boss's number. You cannot do that.
Have a good day, miss.
You cannot do that.
Have a good day.
You cannot. I can report you to the Better Business Bureau. Are you aware of that?
Report me.
Do you realize I'm a CPA? I have a
Do
lot
it.
more range than you think I have.
Do it then.
You're not gonna give me your name?
No.
For no reason?
No, because when you asked me you weren't being nice, then I'm not gonna...
When was I ever being rude to you?
I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you, miss.
I wasn't being nice.
I'm not gonna sit here and
What
argue
have I said
with you.
that wasn't nice?
Have a good day.
Tell me one thing I have said that wasn't
There's
nice.
no point in having this
I still
conversation.
have not even cursed or raised my voice, nothing.
Miss,
I'm asking you
you're
what your
very
name is.
clearly agitated.
Now that you're not giving me your name, yes.
Why?
Nor
For
your
what?
boss's number?
Is that really a reason to get agitated at someone because they won't give
yes,
you their name?
Yes, it is, because I'm asking you for your boss's number then and you're not giving it to me.
Yeah, I can't give out my boss's personal cell
okay,
phone
then you
number.
need to give me your name or a way to reach him.
No,
Email
I don't.
or a way that
I don't.
he's in here. Yes, you
I
do
don't.
have to. Yes,
I
you want to
don't.
look up the law?
Look.
Gotta love these type of people. I need your name. It is a must-have. It's in the law. You have to give me a way to contact your manager. It's so stupid. In this next clip, we got a male Karen who decides to solve their disagreement by attempting to use violence.
My problem is you, mother.
Sir, he's just
Yeah,
mentally
he's
ill.
You think I give a shit
No
about
one's
the
talking to
camera?
you, bro.
You think I
No
give a
one's
shit about
talking
the
to you.
camera? You
No
punk
one's
little
talking to
bitch.
you.
Smiling,
No
running
one's
away 'cause
talking
you're
to
a
you.
bitch. Look at you're.
No one was
You're a
talking to
bitch,
you.
and I'm talking
You're
to you.
You
I'm
are
talking to
crazy.
you. He
I was
says
not
that
talking
he's
to
running
no
away.
one. I was
am
not
crazy.
talking to that person.
Yeah.
I was talking
You
to
don't talk
nobody.
to women that way.
Who?
This
Who?
is me teaching
Who
you
was
a
I
lesson.
talking to?
You punk.
Talking
You
to?
pull your f***ing phone out.
Who was
you
I talking
punk,
to?
And I'm talking
Who was
to
I
you.
talking to?
And I'm talking to you.
You're crazy.
You're gonna go home tonight knowing you're a
Okay.
with your little phone. You want to talk like a man? Be a man.
This is the police.
Yeah, be a man.
This is the police.
Be a man. I don't give a
Police.
I don't give a
This is the police.
You shouldn't tell women, hey, you want a stoplight.
No
That's
one
what
was-
you did,
We're
punk.
looking back,
That's
bro.
what you did.
Stop,
That's
bro.
somebody's mother you're talking to.
Stop, bro.
That's why you're a punk running away like a punk. Running away. Remember the
Well, that seems like a bright idea. Why don't we all try and solve our problems with violence? Oh wait, that's how world wars happen. Oh, violence is never the answer. It's just a genuine question. It's just like this guy just doesn't want to actually have a proper argument about things. So instead is like, you know what? Let me just scare this guy because I'm big bulk man. I'm gonna run up, down, I'm gonna slam his door closed. I'm gonna chase him around his car. He's just a pussy. He won't do anything to me. It's like one of those shitty things to do. It's like regardless of anything, you're a fucking terrible human being. I mean, why the fuck do you resort to violence as your first answer to problems? Like, it's the thing that's gonna get you in the most shit in your life, you fucking idiot. Here we got a trans woman who decides to confront a store owner over their sign they usually have out the front of their business, and this is what happens.
You're gonna put that up and you're gonna let everybody else see it?
Well, everybody
When
loves
you're
it.
confronted by a trans woman, you're gonna hide it?
Everybody loves it.
No,
They
I don't
take
think so.
pictures of it. They post it. 9 out of 10 customers love it.
Yeah, you know what? It's bullshit.
No, what you're spouting is bull.
No, it's not.
It
Trans
is-
women are women, sir. That sign is bullshit.
I'll tell you what. Just check it out. It ain't bull.
I'm telling you right now, as a trans women are women. Your
Well,
sign
I'm
is
telling you,
bullshit.
as a man, that's bullshit. It's total bull.
Okay.
You know what? Nobody confronts your ass. That's the problem.
Really?
If they'd say,
Really?
What the?
You want to bet?
What the? Is
Do you know
going
what I
on?
have had
Do you
to
know how
work
many
with?
people you've embarrassed at,
Oh,
at City
wow.
Hall?
Me, an
They have
embarrassment
to-
to City
they
Hall?
have to
Really?
tolerate
You're an
that.
embarrassment to the city, sir. You are an embarrassment to this city.
I am a
And I
pillar
make
in the
sure that
city.
everybody knows.
I'm a pillar in this. Now,
Oh,
you
yeah.
do that. Do you know why? Every time some bullshit like this happens,
Uh-huh.
my sales go up because people are wanting this. side.
Really?
Really.
We're going to show them this side of you, and
You do
hopefully-
it. You do
hopefully
it.
we can
You
change
do
your
it really
mind,
good,
sir.
'cause guess
hopefully
what?
we can wake you up.
You are nuts.
Let's wake you up
You
to the
are
truth,
nuts.
sir.
You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You
Uh-huh.
don't act like a woman.
Really?
You're in the head. What's
Oh,
wrong with
really?
you?
I'm in the head.
I am confronting you
Yes, sir.
that you are an ass.
And I'm confronting you that just because I walked into your store, you felt the need to take your sign down.
Well,
But it's
I was
degrading
thinking
everybody in my
I
community.
was thinking I was going to be nice,
What?
but no.
Be nice? Be nice? Putting that sign up is not being nice. Putting that sign up is up.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it on my TV out front.
Good. Go for it.
But you know why?
Let everybody
Do you know
know
why?
before they walk in.
Why did they cancel Dr. Seuss? No reason at all.
Nobody canceled Dr. Seuss. There are tons of his books still out there.
But the ones,
But Dr.
why?
Seuss himself said those books were racist, and he was ashamed of them, and so they took them off.
Let me
his
tell you
estate
this.
Took them off because they were wrong.
You are in the head. You're an
Really?
embarrassment to the community.
I think
You're
you need
an
to look in the mirror, sir.
You are an embarrassment.
I think you need to look in the mirror when you say that because you're actually saying that about yourself.
Well, look at yourself, for Christ's sakes.
Really?
For Christ's sakes, who would want to even be close? My God.
Really?
It's horrible.
I don't know why.
You are
Why
not.
am I so
You
horrible
are
to
not
you?
a chick.
Why am I so horrible to
Do you still have a?
You know what? That is none of your business.
Do you still have a?
None of
Because if
your
you
business.
do, guess what? Check
Would
it
you-
out.
Would you go to anybody else and ask them about their privates, about their genitalia?
I would.
No.
I would if they are.
Really?
If they're
Really?
nuts.
Really? That
How
is
do you?
so fucking
How
rude,
do you
dude.
live with yourself?
How do I
Do you
live
know,
with
buddy?
myself openly now.
Nobody.
Thankfully.
Do you think there's one person that really thinks that you're a chick?
I know a lot of people that agree with me and that accept me for who
Do you
I
know-
am. And the fact that you're going to be in here with a sign like that
nobody,
is bullshit.
nobody confronts you. That's
Yes,
the
they
problem.
do.
They
do all
they do
the
not.
time.
Well, then what the fuck's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with
why
you?
are you doing this?
Why? Because
What?
this is who I am, sir.
Oh, fuck
this
that
is who
shit.
I am.
That-
You deal with it.
I don't want to deal with it.
You don't want to deal with it.
You got that
doesn't
right.
mean that you can put a sign up like that and not get
You-
confronted over it.
you-
And when you are, and you get upset because I'm
You-
upset that you pull this
You make me
That's bull-
uncomfortable because
Really?
you're
Get the
nuts.
fuck away from me.
Then you get out of my store.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can already see the war that not only this clip, but what I'm about to say is going to spark in the comments. When I originally used this clip in one of the smaller 20-30 minute videos, I kinda didn't really go into too much detail, mainly because I was a little scared of seeing what would happen in the comments down below. But now, after reading some of the comments there, and some people feeling disappointed that I kinda just didn't really take a stance, and that's effectively doing the same as being a bigot, being that type of person, I just feel like I have a need to, responsibility to properly readdress my commentary in this clip in the 2-hour longer versions where I collect all the clips from previous videos and throw them all into one thing. So let's just say what it is. This is straight up bigotry. Like, this is like having this is like someone about probably 10-50 years ago having a sign outside their shop saying that no blacks can come in here, or the blacks, or something along those lines. It's the same level as that, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings after all, and saying that people who are transgender are fucked in the heads is, well, to a technical degree kinda true, because they do have a mental disorder, but it's not because you think they're crazy, it's because they have a genuine mental disorder that's been proven to exist called gender dysphoria. If you don't know what that is, then you're a goddamn idiot, but the simple way is that how you feel, what you believe you are, how your mind acts, and other things on those lines, basically a deep sense of unease and distress that may occur when your biological sex does not match your gender identity. It's a very weird thing. Basically, your birth, when you were born, you were assigned as a female gender, but you have a deep inner sense for being a male. It's a thing, like, genuinely speaking. And so some people, in order to have happier lives, will transition to the other gender to potentially fix this issue so they don't have that mental disorder. And ultimately, this entire mess with this, what we've had with this quote-unquote culture war over the past year and a bit, is causing a lot more harm than it is doing anything else. Ultimately speaking, any form of actual biological women who are more tomboyish in nature or don't look what some people believe to be quote-unquote feminine is getting harassed for going to the women's toilets, because some people are going in there believing that they're transgender and are harassing them for being in there. Heck, we've seen it in a clip like probably a week or two ago where an actual genuine biological woman went to the toilet and then this older person decided to harass them because she believes that they're transgender. And at the end of the day, who cares if someone's transgender or not? If you're not dating them or intending to have sex with them, who bloody cares what the hell's in their pants? Genuinely speaking, if they're not perving or they're not doing any of those lines, then what does it matter at the end of the day? It's not harming you directly. You're not the one who wants to go to bed with that person. Like, genuinely speaking, why does it matter? Genuinely speaking, I just want to ask those people who actually care and believe that it's wrong to be like this, why does it matter? If they're not directly harming you in any way, shape, or form, heck, not even harming anyone else aside from potentially themselves if they choose to go back on the transitioning decision, like some people might do, then why does it matter? Why do you care so much about these issues? Like, it's a genuine question. We're all humans at the end of the day, and there are mental disorders. It's a genuine thing. And this is a way that some people have to go in order to potentially have a happier life. Because that's what we're all here for at the end of the day, to enjoy the lives that we have. To have potentially family. To enjoy time with other people. To just be happy. Like, it's one of those things. I've always had a bit more of a defeatist attitude when it comes down to these type of things, especially when it comes to confronting older people about these type of problems, but it's also one of those things where I shouldn't really have that attitude and just be like, no, screw it. Screw you. You're just being a horrible person. What did that person do to you? Yeah, it doesn't conform with what you've grown up throughout your lives, but things change. No one's going to stay the same. I mean, it's almost like for a portion of time, people who weren't white were considered to be slaves, considered to be that part of that mess there. And then a war happened that caused that to actually change. And now everyone had to adapt that that's no longer the case. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't. And there are still a lot of racist people out there, but we've got to try and change their opinion on that or get rid of them out of society. Show them that no, this is not how we act in society. We need to be better. I don't know, this is a bit of a ramble. But I felt like that after the bit of a response I saw from the actual video where this clip featured in, I felt like it was necessary for me to properly diverge my feelings because I feel like that I only made things worse by not. Here we have a Karen who decides to park over 2 car parking spots in the apartment complex, taking up a car parking spot that is meant for someone else.
Moving. I'm fine. Guess what, motherfucker? I will park here. Hey, what's up? My name is Evan Berryhill, and I will park here. I pay the same amount as the rent. I'm sorry that I don't. I prefer eating out. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Imagine that, yeah, I get more than you. That's.
Yeah, that does. Like, oh my god, I don't get any. I'm not hot as all.
If you touch me one more time, I'm gonna have video evidence that I can.
Okay, video this. You're need to learn that equality is what I got. How are you any better than me?
I'm not.
Yeah, great. They should be.
Yes, they should.
What a disgrace that you live right next to me. What a disgrace that y'all live next to me. Imagine that. And you're, god damn, what a disgrace to America.
Go Trump.
Yep. Republican all the way, baby. I'm sorry, not sorry that I'm not a Joe Biden fan.
Oh, we're not.
How do y'all like
Joe Biden? No, we don't like Joe Biden.
Oh, y'all don't like Joe Biden?
No. I voted Libertarian if you could even name her name.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I can't hear you over your earpiece.
I can't hear you over yours.
Ew, and your belly button? Ew.
Will we gross you out enough to move over a space?
No, I'm not going to move over. How is that? Tell me how that... Okay, look, record this. How is it fair that I'm paying the same amount of money?
How's it fair?
Fair, right? Fair?
How's it fair?
How's
it fair?
I don't live with anybody.
How is it
You
fair?
guys are together.
Oh, it's
I
not
don't live with
fair.
anybody.
Oh.
And that's our problem. How?
And the fact that we're
Huh?
faggots, what does that have to do with it?
Oh, I don't give a f that y'all are.
Videos of you. I've got
No,
recordings of
okay,
you saying
okay, look.
these who
Y'all
live
are.
right next.
Y'all are. Sorry, not sorry. Y'all are.
I've got you on video.
I know
Your friend's getting tired of.
Belly button ring and fucking booty shorts. Like, I am sorry, not sorry that I am not. You know what?
I don't care.
You know why I'm holding this double space? Because my neighbor actually has to work.
Genuinely speaking, I believe she's completely drunk. Maybe high. I don't know. Definitely acts like it. She seems to be all over the place, is very indecisive and has no idea what she's really doing there, and is just making up random things on the spot to try and make things make sense. And okay, pointing out that these two people live together and pay the exact same rent total as you and by yourself in your apartment is because you're paying for the house, not for however many people are in there. You have however many people in there to decrease the price per head, but it doesn't change the fact that the house itself still costs the same to rent per month. Like, what? So backstory to this one. First off, there is a second clip where he just shows the lead up to it. He just decided to start recording, was cutting down trees, and a little while later the Karen comes into frame. I'm not including that because all it is to ultimately prove that the video wasn't staged. Now, other background information is that why is the reason he's cutting trees here? Well, it's as simple as this. According to the story goes that he's cutting trees here in order to, well, it's a job that's been given to him by a power line company in order to make it so these trees don't get struck and fall down onto these power lines, causing a possible power outage. Anyway, whilst doing this, Karen comes in to say hi.
When Karen attacks. OMG.
See that empty up and don't clean it up. You see where you're cutting the fucking cut? Right there is that empty. I tell you, you fucking don't do this anymore. You guys are gonna get this fucking shit fired.
Wait for it.
But now I got the well like for you. Nobody cleaned the goddamn power line over there by the goddamn well. Or the fucking trees that.
No te entendí ni verga, no sé inglés.
Oh, she damn angry. Oh my god, it's gonna be the end of the world. I'm so sad. It's just one of those clips where I don't really have much to say. It's just genuinely one of those very interesting things to watch. Just watch a person go off at someone else for chopping down trees because they don't understand the reason why they're doing it, or for I think something to do with, oh, you won't even clean up the mess from what you cut down here today, blah 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 blah, and what other things she chose to claim about. Ultimately, it's just very nonsensical, and at the end of the day, he's just doing his job. And considering in this situation, his job is to take down some of these trees because of the risk of these trees falling down on top of some of the power lines that are in the area, causing potential power outages. I feel like this is probably a little bit better overall. Like, imagine if you just left it there and then the tree fell down and cut the power to your area. Man, you'd be so much more angrier then, wouldn't you? This Karen attempted to intimidate a bunch of kids, and when that failed, she decided to take the racist route, and when that failed, she decided to body shame. It failed as well.
I didn't leave my seat. There's children here. Look at these boys.
You normal person acts like that? Like you're acting right now? Look at you.
Ma'am, I didn't leave my seat one time.
As we can see here, it's a Karen in the wild.
Are you kidding? I'm American. Look at accent. Yo, look at this. I'm American.
So am I!
You're from Florida? No.
I was born right here. US of A, love.
Sit your ass down. This is what's wrong with America. Fat
You know, at some points you should have just walked away a lot sooner than what you did, because all you did was just ripped off your mask and showed what a horrible person you are, and that's all you've done here. Good job. Here we have a Karen going off at a bunch of fast food workers, and one of the other customers wasn't happy with the Karen doing so, so he goes off at the Karen. Here's what happens.
Shut me up. Why don't you shut me up? I'm so tired of ignorant people like you coming in here talking bad about the workers. That's why you can't get workers. Who wants to sit here and listen to some come in here and talk to him? Let that man work. That man ain't causing you no problems. He's doing the best he can. It doesn't matter what I like. I can tell you don't like it. Well, too bad. Go someplace else. Go to Burger King. Have it your way. Have it your way at Burger King. We can shut the up. I just said that. I said shut the up. Would you like me to call? I don't care who you call. I could care less.
Excuse me, can you call the police?
You call them.
Yes, you can.
You call them. You see they're busy.
Well, then get the manager back over here.
What's wrong with that corner for now?
Better yet, I don't want the food.
You don't need to.
I love how the Karen's first reaction to this is like, can someone call the cops on him? He's annoying me. Can someone call the cops on him? All the workers are just looking at her going like, nah, I think we're good. I think you're causing more problems here. And the actual guy itself's like, why don't you call the cops? You've got a phone, why don't you do it yourself? Which is a question, yeah. Why don't you do it yourself? If you really want to call the cops, why don't you get out your phone and call them yourselves? Oh, probably because you know how stupid this is going to sound, and then you know that when they do eventually come, they're going to look at the situation and then question you about what the hell were you thinking calling the cops on something so petty and stupid. So yeah, you understand what you're doing here. You know exactly what you're doing, and that's why you won't do it yourself. In this clip, we got a Karen who's having a bit of a meltdown at an airport when she's told like, hey, move up, you're next, go on. She decides to have a full-on meltdown in front of everyone else, complaining about how much she's the victim of all of this and how she's only being picked on because she's not being protected. I don't know.
No, entitlement is what you're doing. Thinking that you can come on my heels.
Can you move up, please?
Oh, see? No! I get the chance to do it when I want to do
Don't
it.
ball up your fist at me, baby. You got the wrong one. You really got the wrong one.
See
what you call a lie.
No, you are entitled. You are the ones who are entitled.
Hey, I'm not never escorted out. I don't know what you think. This is not spirit.
You just think it's not fair? Not feeling protected. I am sick of it. Yes, I am. Every time I ask for something, I get totally yelled at or get an attitude towards. I have been attacked, physically assaulted. I'm trying to protect myself. And all these people do is turn around and set it up like I'm the one who's being overreacting, and I'm not. Why?
Either she's so self-deluded that she's unable to admit when she's actually in the wrong or when she's done something wrong, or she's actually having a mental breakdown in this moment. You know what, I'd probably throw out a penny and say there's most likely both of them. She probably is self-deluded, but is also having a mental breakdown because she's unable to handle being wrong.
Here we have a very interesting clip, to say the least, as what's apparently happened here is that this guy's kids have been running amok in this hotel, and so after they've chosen not to do anything themselves, the hotel's decided to kick the parents and the family out entirely. And here's a recording of the next section.
Why are you being so nasty? It ain't... Why can't we stay here no more?
Well, she saw your kids in there.
What do my kids have anything to do with this?
Your kids were in the laundry room in our refrigerator. Ma'am,
my kids was not in y'all laundry room and y'all refrigerator.
I'm not going to go through it with you. I've already heard that you've been nasty to my other people.
No. Your worker was nasty to my kids. Your worker came out the office, slammed the door in my kid's face for no apparently reason. Why can't we stay here any longer? Why?
Because the owner said you're not staying here. Your kids run around during the day.
Ma'am, my kids don't never come out the room. Only
They're
my
not
two.
staying. You're not staying. The owner said you're not staying anymore.
Ma'am, at first you told my wife that
It's because your kids were in there.
Ma'am, my kids are 14 and 15 years
I'm
old.
through with you. You're not staying. Point blank. Don't be back on the property after today.
Wow. Just like that, ma'am?
Just like that. Just like that.
But you told my wife this hotel is not a hotel that extended stay, right?
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. I told her she may want to go down here.
Ma'am, you told my wife that this hotel.
Don't put words in my mouth.
No, I'm not.
Because I didn't say that to your wife. Bring her out here.
My wife, my wife said that you said that we can't stay at this hotel no more because you said that this hotel, we done been here long enough and this is not an extended hotel. We have to go down the road. My wife told me that.
That is not what I told you.
Ma'am, we have it recorded.
Whatever. You don't have that recorded from me.
Okay. Ma'am, all I'm asking you. Wow. Ma'am, I'm telling you, I will report you to corporate.
I like the entire thing as like, well, my kids did nothing. They didn't do anything. They're like 15, 14. They weren't doing anything along these lines. Well, clearly they were to a point of view. And then I also love how he tried to make up a story on how the staff members were rude to his kids who were not out there in the hotel, who never leave the room, yet somehow they happen to be in a situation where the staff could be rude to the kids in the first place out in the lobby. It's like, buddy, two parts of your story don't line up. The kids can't be in your room and never leave the room and also be out in the hotel lobby where they have to deal with a worker who was apparently nasty to them. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's just not how that works. Either take responsibility to your lack of parenting or controlling your kids in this situation and doing something smarter about it, and just accept the fact that this is what this situation is now. You are no longer allowed to stay at this hotel. You have to go elsewhere because your kids have caused too much of a ruckus, and you chose the brightest way of handling that problem.
For Karen, who I believe she owns this entire car parking lot, so she believes that she has the authority to monitor what everyone ends up doing in there, even though that's really completely stupid.
Call them right now, too.
Call
Tell
them,
them what you be doing, because we don't play them type of games.
No, you sat here all day yesterday.
Okay.
Hey,
look how you park. Right.
Look how you park. I pay to park, asswipe.
Okay.
This is private property, idiot.
Oh, okay. Girl, who you keep talking to like that? Hurry up and call their ass. Hurry up! Go call them right now. Tell they bitch asses to come on with it. You talk about, we don't with them. Call them. You want me to call them for you? The is she talking to, Slim? And I'm gonna keep Yeah, you play these games every day. Stop what you doing. Every day we see how you parking. Like you own this parking lot.
I do.
You don't. I do. I do like shit.
I mean, she's probably paid enough to the car park owners themselves in order to technically afford to buy the car parking lot if they would ever sell it, but but just because you pay to park in a parking lot doesn't make it so that you get to go off at how everyone else parks in that parking lot, or to say that you own the like, that's just so ridiculously stupid. The self-entitlement on this person is absolutely redonkulous. It's stupid. And it turns out there was a second part where the police get involved. Here it is.
Yesterday, they were here all day, and I tried to get around the car and couldn't. I said, the reason my car is parked that way is because I tried to get around them yesterday when they were parked here all day. I had to get to work, and you asked them to please leave.
This bitch is so irritating.
This is private parking. I pay $175 a month parking.
How many cars you got?
This is mine. Some of these are zip cars. That's another tenant, and that's another tenant. I'm in two.
You just focus on your car.
Okay, mine's rental spots here. Barrett Company, BARAC, is your rental.
So
Now, I wasn't sure how they were parked, but I didn't want to make a comment on it because, you know, I don't know what the parking looks like, so, you know. But clearly, they're parked perfectly fine. If the police officer doesn't care enough to go at them for anything and just tells the Karen to just keep only mind where she parks, and that's about it, only look after her car, like, what is she doing here? And, yeah, so, Karen, how's that fall? You got knocked down a peg or two. How'd it go? Did you come back to Earth yet? No, you're still in the stratosphere. Oh, damn. Your ego's too big. Here we got a genius going through the drive-thru, having a bit of a kerfuffle, which is with someone who I'm assuming is an employee of this restaurant that they're going through the drive-thru with.
What's your name?
Ma'am, you gotta pull.
Daryl?
Go ahead and leave,
It was
ma'am. You
real
don't have to
difficult.
come.
It's state
It's,
law,
it's
Daryl.
not state law.
Yes,
I don't
it
have to
is,
give you my
dude.
name. I'm not a
Educate
police
yourself.
officer.
All you're doing is arguing with me.
I'm
and
not.
I'm a customer.
I just told you to pull.
Corporate, no, you're
You can let corporate know. You have a problem for no reason, ma'am. You did have a problem. Okay, have a nice day. You're making fun of my name? Why? Why you? How am I ghetto?
You know, your mind is a dangerous thing.
What am I doing wrong?
A day.
I said, ma'am. How am I uneducated? I simply said. Yes, it's my problem. Look, ma'am.
Because of you, your rudeness, and your upset.
I was rude. How was I rude? I asked you to pull forward. It's not working.
You're gonna say you're not rude, dude.
Explain. Okay, ma'am. I've been fair. Are you making fun of the way I talk because of my skin color or something? This is the way I talk.
Listen, you blacks always bring up the race.
We
card
blacks?
when things don't work out your way.
How is it not? Okay, ma'am, you don't have to order from here. You don't have to order from here. Just
By law, only police officers have to give you their name and stuff along these lines. Now, company policy might say that they should give you your name, but I mean, if a customer's dobbing in on a staff member for not giving you their name, how are they going to get punished when they're not giving you their name in the first place to identify who was not following company policy? That's just a funny meme to me. You know, up until a certain point, you had a bit of plausible deniability that maybe you weren't being racist, maybe. Okay, no, the moment you annoy them about ghetto-S names, I guess at the point you're being racist, and you just kind of confirm by saying, oh, every time you blacks like to play the race card, it's like you're literally being racist within that moment, so you're giving them the perfect excuse to play the race card if they haven't been able to successfully do that already. You dumb. So here we have a Karen who's parked completely horribly. Not only is she way over the line, she's also on a massive angle, and when she realizes she can't get out of her car easily, instead of fixing up her parking herself, she decides to go off at the driver who owns the car that she's parked next to.
But I can't open my f***ing car. My daughter has to get in. He won't move his car. My daughter has to get in. Move it. You parked it too f***ing close.
You
Yeah, you heard me. When you open that door,
does
you
she
hit
do
my
this a
own
lot?
car.
Is she okay?
No, she's fine. That car is parked too close to her car.
Do you see your tire? Let's get
your
serious.
tire? Do
Let's
you
get
see your
serious. You see the line that separates these? Now come over here. Come over here. Come on. This is just for fun. This is just for fun. No, come here. Look. Just for fun. Look. And then look at this.
Look, your tire is right on that white line.
You need to stay within the lines.
So do you. So do you.
But look. Look, I'm perfectly between the lines. Look, oh, I'm actually hugging this side a little too much.
I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture.
Yeah. Pero estás loca.
You.
Oh.
You.
En español, por favor.
Don't call women crazy. You're crazy. Look, you little. You fucking old. Driving a car like that. You're not happy, man. You're an old fart.
I am.
You're too old to be driving a car like that. It's too big for you.
I'm in disbelief.
Pecker. Yeah, I bet you are. You look and you drive like it.
This is something
You drive like
original.
it, you little tiny pecker.
This is
so you
original.
need that. That is your isn't it?
No.
You proud of your old but it's your car, it ain't you. Yeah, can't get it up. Viagra, my ass. You stupid. Now you're getting off fighting with a woman?
No, I'm not
You're
fighting.
getting off fighting with a woman, you little pecker?
I'm not fighting at
Son of
all.
Go on, man, because I'll take you down, you son of a anytime.
That's threatening, but it's not. I'm just
Park that correctly.
I'm just being entertained, frankly. I'm in disbelief.
I really hope they did send the photos of the Jeep being parked perfectly in between the lines of the police and that the police just laughed in their face at their stupidity. It's like, that Jeep is right on the both lines because the vehicle's slightly too wide for the car park itself, but he's perfectly in between those lines. Like, there's nothing better he can really do. Maybe he could go a little more to the left because he's a little more on the right than what he should be, but at the end of the day, he's between the lines pretty nicely. You, on the other hand, not only are you way over the line on one side with this massive gap on the other side, you're also one heck of a damn angle. You couldn't even park straight, let alone get between the lines. I think we need to give you some coloring books, because maybe then you'll learn how to color and park in between the lines. Or maybe not. Maybe you'll just never learn on how to be inside the lines itself. You'll just be this weird person who has to go on this massive angle and fail every time. And whenever you do fail, blame it on the other person instead of accepting responsibility for your own bad driving.
Here we watch as the neighbor isn't exactly happy about the welcome mat that this person's chosen to use out the front of their home. And for context, the mat says, "Be a good neighbor and stay the F over there." That's all it is. Here's the clips.
How can I help you?
Look, I'm not trying to be ugly, and I'm not trying to cause any scene with you whatsoever. We live in a family environment here. I have children here too. To me, having the F word on your doormat is not respectful of anyone that lives here.
And it's not respectful of you to touch my property. It's not bothering anybody. I have my neighbors across the hall.
I'll pay you for your mat. I will pay you for your mat, but get that out of here. I don't know what made you change it to something so ugly as that, but I'm not gonna. No, that's not the environment.
Because I've heard you stand in front of my Ring doorbell and talk about me, which was inappropriate of you. When you know.
What did I say about you? I haven't said anything about you.
Ma'am, you can lie to Jesus Christ if you feel that is the truth. I don't care. You have talked about me in front of my Ring doorbell. I have proof of it. I have no reason to lie on you, make anything up on you, ma'am. So please, you could just move away from my door. Do not touch anything. You have been reported to the office. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Get a life.
You get a life, you mad old hag.
I have a life.
You don't. Apparently you don't, you old heifer. Get on up them steps.
I'm done with that crap. I just flipped it and he got me on his ring chime. That's fine.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you pick my rug back? Can you pick my rug back up? Because I saw that you flipped it over earlier. It was not bothering you or anyone.
Sir, I don't think it's appropriate.
It does not matter.
I live here. This is a.
It does not matter what you deem appropriate. Nobody else has said anything about it. That does not give you the right to touch anything on my damn porch. You can go up there and tell your goddamn husband to come see me when I come home. I'll be home at 5:30. Make sure you out. Make sure you're there, ma'am, so you come down and talk. Take your shake ass upstairs.
I'm two ways about this one. I get it a little bit, just the whole, if you do have kids around this apartment complex on a regular, yeah, maybe having the F word on a welcome mat isn't exactly the greatest of ideas, but at the end of the day, they've probably heard worse at the schools they go to, and they probably use those words far more commonly at the schools they go to, because it's just how life goes, you know? I don't think it's worth the hassle about, like, yeah, their mat sucks. That's all there is to it. No need to cause a hassle with the neighbors about it. No need to do this, no need to do that. If it's really that much of a problem, complain to the people who own the apartment complex, unless they own their own apartments, and that'd be funny. It's just like one of those things where, boo-hoo. Move on.
Here we have a Kevin losing his mind casually inside of a restaurant, and when this starts to occur, the worker decides to just give him a refund and tell him to get out of the store. He doesn't quite like that idea, but well, here's the clip anyway.
Hey,
dad, bitch. I will steal on you right in front of this motherfucker. You got me fucked up talking about your dad.
Okay. I just want everyone to see what you're doing.
Back up off me. Back up off me first. Back up off me first. Back up off me first.
Come on, calm down, brother.
Yeah, all right. Motherfuckers think it's sweet. We'll be back.
Okay.
Hey, what?
I said we'll have the officers waiting.
I can come back the next day and the next day and all that. Don't put your phone in my face. I will smack that shit.
Dude, get out of my face.
Don't put your phone in my face.
Get out of my face. Why are you walking up on me? Don't walk up to me. Do not approach me because I was over here and you approached
Tell
me.
Shorty to get that phone out of my face, bro.
I'm recording this for my personal protection, actually.
Get your ass shot is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, don't say that. Yeah, no.
I'll be back. I will be back. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, come back. See what happens. Not the greatest idea to make vague threats like that. It's just brilliant, especially when you can see that she's recording you. I don't get why so many people continue to do stupid things and do really terrible things in front of a camera when they're being recorded. It's like if you just take a moment to think about things for just a wee moment, you realize, oh wait, me vaguely threatening someone whilst the camera's recording me doing so is definitely something I shouldn't really be doing, but here we are anyway. So this guy spent over $5,000 on a Beyonce ticket, and whilst going to his flight to Houston, the flight gets delayed. Absolute genius.
I want a man to beat him up. And then look at her. You telling me these people is sober? Why is he gonna lose his job? Why would he think that? Oh my God! I would be losing my job for real too.
So I'm sorry, your main plan here was to spend a lot of money getting the tickets to be able to enter the concert, but actually get a last-minute flight. Like, wouldn't you really have some form of other backup plan? Maybe attempt to get a fly the day beforehand, so in case a flight gets delayed, because you know, flights getting delayed has become extremely common over the past little while, so it's very likely this was going to happen. And you losing your mind like this, it's one of those things, if you just take a moment to plan, you would have realized that, yeah, there's probably a high chance of it being delayed. So either get a flight the day beforehand so you don't have to worry about the delay being a problem, or you drive there and take a nice long road trip. I don't know, like, it seems like you've just made a massive mistake by spending so much money on the concert ticket itself, but not actually planning things properly. Here we have someone casually destroying their car.
Those are my luggages right there. That's actually Jennifer Levitt. Today is 5/6/12, and she just vandalized her own property maliciously. And I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let you watch what she's doing. Whew. Boy, oh boy, huh? You hit me with that glass, I'll sue you. I'm recording you right now. Awesome. Good job. You just destroyed our vehicle.
I got money coming in, ain't nothing to me.
Let's see what she said. Are you going to pay your rent, Ashley? Are you going to pay our half? Your half? You're not going to pay your half of the rent, are you? You're contractually obligated from the Slates to pay your half of the rent. I talked to Jeff today. He's aware. It's not funny, Ashley. What you're doing right now is crazy. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. This is our property you're destroying. Alright, well, I think we all know where this is going. She's probably gonna hurt me after this.
So based for this clip, we can put a few things together. They both might live in the same house, or they're at least in the same lease together. They both share rent and they pay an equal half. They also share this vehicle for use in life, kind of deal. They might have been in a relationship but may have also broken up here, various other things. But the simple information is that they both drive this vehicle, they also both live in the same house under the same lease, and they both pay half of it, and this is her reaction to something that's happened clearly prior to the recording beginning. And honestly, there's only one simple question I have for this. Whose name's on the license, on the registration of that vehicle? Whose name's in the insurance of that vehicle? Because if it's only hers, unfortunately, I don't know if there's particularly much you can do about it, since under legal circumstances, whilst you do use the car, it's not your name that the car is registered under, and whoever's been insured by, which I would probably assume, depending on how the insurance system works in America, whether you have to have the drivers that are possibly going to be driving the vehicle on the insurance, or whether it only needs to be the owner of the vehicle itself. It may have both their names or just her name on there. If it's just her name on there, then I don't think it leaves you many options to do in that situation. Again, it depends on whose name's legally binded to the vehicle on what actually happens here. If she doesn't hurt you after this, then in reality, it's a bit of a sticky one. Unfortunate for you, and I hope you can get better things beyond this though.